What's up, chat? Welcome to the finale. Let me prop my door open. There we go. How's everybody feeling? Whoops. That's it, guys. Day 33. This is it. This is the end, at least for now. We'll be back. There will be a part 2. Don't you worry. Just not sure when. But hey, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Thanks for keeping up with the build, joining me damn near every single day. Appreciate you all. Definitely awesome time. I'm gonna miss it. My elbow's not. My elbow's gonna get some great rest after all this time. But yeah, I'm gonna be ready to get back here in like a month, I bet. Get a nice little break. But no, we can't make it back out that soon. I got things to take care of in Arizona. We're going to make this a nice short and sweet stream. I got everything packed up just about. Yeah, all my tools are out of here. Took down the bear head. So the last thing to do. Sid, thank you for the skull emoji. The last thing we need to do in here is to carve names into the wall. So I got my Leatherman with me. And we are going to check our leaderboard. So now, our all-time top 10 on that leaderboard. Nelson T3, Iron Suspect, Hellbound 112, Viking Trader, Ken, Twisted, Joe Gatz, Jay Pachi, King Kind, and Smithy Family are all getting carved into the wall. I think I'm going to do it on this guy right here. It's a little wet, though. I guess it doesn't matter. Or should I do it over here? I think we'll do it here. More visibility right there. Yes, so let's get to it. Let's start things off. Nelson T3. I got to double check all spellings. I'm sure I'll fuck one up. When I was doing tattoos on my legs of people on TikTok Live, I definitely fucked plenty up. Now, oh, I forgot to check. So when it rains, I just realized this. I might lose all of this chinking when I'm gone. Definitely softens it, but I mean, there's nothing I could ever do on the exterior. So it's got to, I mean, hey, that's the traditional way of doing it. I think we'll be okay. We'll see if it gets washed out. I guess that's what the moss is for, right? Holding it in there. The forest builds are better than Arizona builds. I agree, man, but hey, I don't know. There's still fun stuff to do in Arizona. And I got to get those houses going. I mean, they are going. I just got to get back and inspect all the work that's been done while I've been gone. Fingers crossed it all came out good. Okay. Damn. We might be here a while. Let's see. I feel like there's gotta be a... Maybe I don't want to do it on this tree because it's going to be so hard to see with the wet bark. That's all right. Cold.
Tim.
Well, it won't be visible at all on the bed logs. We just got to go in there deep. We'll get it. We got to get down to the white part.
I had to fucking...
Okay.
Yeah,
starting it off with
trying to get the...
Unbelievable.
Sketchy.
With her, how many subs?
Sketchy sites.
2,220 gifted subs. What on earth?
No luck. And I'm just stone cold sober. Which is... You know. How it's always been, obviously. I logged out of Streamlabs. And then when I tried to log back in, I had to reset everything. Of course, it didn't work. And yeah.
This is the end, at least for now. We'll be back. There will be a part 2, don't you worry. Just not sure when. But hey, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Thanks for keeping up with the build, joining me damn near every single day. Appreciate you all. Definitely awesome time. I'm gonna miss it. My elbow's not. My elbow's gonna
We're
get
the
some
best
great
tomorrow,
rest
one
after all
Lovick.
this time, but yeah,
Scruff!
I'm gonna be
You're
ready
the
to
best.
get back here in like a month.
Hello,
or
Scruff.
that. Get a nice little break. But no, we can't make it back out that soon. We got things to take care of in Arizona. We're gonna make this a nice short and sweet
I love you.
stream. I got everything packed up just about. Yeah, all my tools are out of here.
It's been a while
Put
since
down
we've
the
seen him.
Bearhead. So the last thing to do.
He,
Sid, thank you
Tim,
for the
love
skull
you.
emoji. The last thing we need to do in here is to
Yeah, but
carve
I
names into the wall.
I'm always
My leather
normally
with
late,
me.
but like
And we are going to
it's not.
check our
It's
leaderboard.
just, it was a weird day.
So now, our all-time top 10 on that leaderboard.
I woke up obviously super fucking late in the day, and it looks like I got benefits for unemployment, which is good. I got paid once. Then I got an email saying that I'm not eligible, and I didn't do the iMatch skills or whatever, so I spent the entire evening creating my profile on iMatch skills and uploading my resume just to have to manually, line by line, address by address, put everything in anyway. And I don't know if that's going to fix anything or if it's already too late or whatever. Handled that the best that I could. And then in the process of doing that, I found that my credit card bill is due, which, you know, obviously. $411 is my minimum payment. And
Peek-a-boo, bitch. Hello, father. It is I, the child, the Lexi.
oh wow, it's been a while. Lexi, hello. I saw Lulu again. I didn't send her to you, but it's almost that's the first thing I see. I always think of you. So I'm in a piss poor mood. And normally I at least got the sleep meds that'll make you feel some sort of way. And I haven't left the house because I've been doing all that paperwork shit. And so it's just, you know, slept until 4. Sober as can be. It's already fucking past midnight. Still unemployed. 30 years old. And a $400 and some odd credit card bill. And I can't even get my fucking stream. You know. Anyway. Yeah. Long time no see, Lexi.
Sorry to say, Lamar, this might be a 6-hour stream right here.
What's he doing? Well, it's been muted for you too. But it's all going to be okay. Because it could be him.
Just carve it into the
Guess
log.
what, chicken butt?
I don't know if I got the hand strength.
I can't see everything because now I had to sign back in
What
and
if
now
we,
it's cookies and advertising preferences, and it won't let me.
strip a portion. I don't have my draw knife.
It's like
Gotta
the
reassess
overlay
that.
won't let me.
About over here.
Ah!
Maybe I'll do it on this one. Maybe I can do it just by. Hold on. Can I just do it by? Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Except. Let's start here. Yeah, it's easier to read this one.
What is going on? I know you can't see it, but it wants me to gift a sub to my own channel. Get the fuck out of the way, dude. What?
That out of curiosity.
Uh,
It's not legible at all. Marker on a rock. Crazy Dragon, thank you for the gifted sub.
Opt-out preferences. I can't click it because it's.
Just two.
We work with trusted partners to provide relevant advertising based on the information about your use of Twitch and third-party websites. If you want to learn more about your advertising, get the fuck.
Can't
Oh
lose
my
it.
God.
I think you're safe. I don't think
Maybe I'll just, if I just move it like way up, it'll.
Oh, you're weekly? Even there. I'm sure you'll hold on to that.
No.
Aren't you number one on weekly still too?
Whatever. That's really annoying. Oh, is he carving their names or something?
How the fuck am I gonna do this? Is it even gonna fit? Bro, some of y'all's usernames are way too long.
Oh, he's gonna. Okay.
I might have to abbreviate. Nelson, Iron, Hellbound, Viking, Ken.
You're gonna
Preston.
carve that into the. Oh boy.
We'll figure it out. Smithy. Abbreviate some.
That's a. Oh boy.
'Cause I don't even have the space on this log to fit the entire names.
You gonna do it with that knife, bro?
I want him to slip, ha ha ha.
Oh, gosh. I just wanted to see. I guess I'm kind of more curious of like
There's gotta be a
what he's doing now. And I went to his kick stream.
Are we watching Sean the gay tattooed fucker?
Yes. Yes. 50 subs, damn. Dude, that, like you're using a cheap itty bitty knife out of a multi-tool?
Oh,
That
essays
is-
are challenging.
That is like the
Tattooed
worst.
booty hole man.
Yes, that's AKA yes, Mr. Tatted Gooch Man. Like even the best multi-tool. I mean, you guys know, like you're folded in. It's not a fixed blade. It's not even a good folding blade because it's a multi-tool. So it can only be garbage at best, and you're gonna use that blade to carve a plethora of names. Oh boy. Like, dude, that's a wood chisel job. And like I mean, he's gonna get maybe two abbreviations.
God forbid he get his finger caught.
I think he definitely his elbow's all fucked up. Apparently. Like really bad. And I don't know what happened, but like he can't even like straighten his arm or something. I mean, obviously, who knows, but oh, jeez. Why wouldn't you pick like a...
Iron Suspect with the 50 gifted.
Like, just
Thank
pick
you,
a big
Iron.
log and put it in the ground outside of it or something. Like, that's not a lot of real estate. Yeah, he's going to get maybe two.
too long of a word for this log.
Is that the whole stream? Oh boy. That's 2.
The crawfish trap.
He's always got something fucking wrong, it probably because he's got too many tattoos.
Yeah, you know, he said every one of his tattoos that he's done to himself has gotten infected. Like more than, like the majority of his tattoos that he's got on his body were infected, which is, he went out here, I think he had something on his ass or like his thigh or something, and it was like still relatively new, and it got infected.
Stinky booty hole pus man.
Yeah. Tattooed his dick. He's got his dick tattooed as well.
All right. H-E-L-L. Oh.
Oh. Also, did you know he like when he proposed to the OnlyFans girl, Lamar, they had only been dating for like less than a month. Less than a month. And he proposed to her on camera. Man. I got some.
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I know people do it and all that stuff, but that's like, you know, that's up there.
33 today.
Imagine, bro. You know, like,
The finale.
and for anybody who's, you know, anybody who's anybody, like, you don't know who a person is, whether they're family or not. Like, if you haven't known them, and then you get to know them, and then you're around them, minimum 2 years before like everything starts to, you know, all the trends and the behaviors and the mood swings and just, you know, good days, bad days, and kind of a conglomeration of everything. Like, it's at least 2 years, you know, at least from my experience, but everybody's different. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, he was just trying to lock her down, which is fair. I mean, she's not bad looking, you know, and she's makes good money, but for selling her body, and she very obviously didn't want to say yes. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, to do it that fast is, you know, like, she knows she's probably settling, kind of. I don't know. But he's just trying to lock that down. I mean, you've seen them act around each other. Like when they ate together.
This stuff in front.
Jeez.
Now that I've kind of got the technique down.
IDK man, everyone is different, but I don't want to get married till I get a house.
Oh, he cut himself. He's sucking on his finger. Yeah. I mean, everybody's different, yeah.
I could repaint the note.
Evie, hello!
With the blood on this.
Hello, Evie. It's girls' night, huh?
It might be fine. It was a pretty clean cut.
It's my favorite.
If it was the serrated one, I'd be in big trouble.
Hello, Evie. I can only see like an itty bitty piece of the chat because it's all fucked up now because I had to sign back into Streamlabs and redo everything.
Back in the day,
We're watching, yeah, the Mr. Tattooed Gooch eyeballs, Mr. Cut his ear off. So he's carving in names to all the gifters, you know, and that's the whole stream.
All right, twisted seems like
Okay.
twist. Not signing.
Ooh. Oh God.
Like that anyway.
I mean, well, it's pretty obvious that that's kind of what this whole. That's kind of a. I don't know. Should have been doing that like one name a day or something. So, okay, all right. More names.
Cabin forever. Pretty good job with that thing. That looks like
Why
a
would I
fruit.
pay? Yeah. Oh, that's,
Vegan
yeah, big
shack.
facts.
Definitely could do
Yeah,
this.
but I mean, there are women out there. I probably would never
Thank
marry
you.
one,
Thank
but,
you.
you know, women that
Thank you
want a
for
big
all the
fancy
kicks,
wedding, and that's like
for all the gifted
more
subs
important to them.
earlier.
But
Iron,
I wouldn't want a
Homebound,
woman like that
Crazy
anyway.
Dragon.
But yeah, that's
it.
a solid.
That's the end of part one, y'all.
That's a solid point.
So, what's the future for the stream? We're gonna head to. Well, we'll be staying around these parts for a few more days, checking out a few things, taking a little break, a little vacation, me and the wife. And we're off to Albuquerque, a couple tattoo sessions. Yeah, check out the Balloon Fiesta. We'll be back in Arizona. I'll have a big update for everybody online. Most of you guys saw the framing updates here in stream, but if you didn't catch it, stay tuned. By the time I get
Also,
home,
when
it'll
ladies
all be
say,
framed.
it's my big day,
Crazy to
like
think
what is
about.
it not the joining of two souls, like what ahahaha.
That's
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's a really good
In
point.
the meantime,
'Cause it's,
I'll be
yeah.
doing some random streams. Just keep a lookout on my Instagram story or Facebook story. One of those two. I'll post when I go live. And then you guys should see, the Discord as well. If you guys do want to keep up with each other, in the meantime, join the Discord. It's alive and well. It's active again. It was dead for a number of years after I stopped streaming to Twitch, so it's good to see.
Okay. Like YouTube, he like never posts on YouTube.
Today I'm giving you guys a full tour of the 1 month cabin build. I challenged myself to do this all with no power tools or equipment and no store-bought building materials, including nails, screws, or rope. That said, I gotta take down my temporary tarp and get some light in.
No tools, no you know, no assistance, no modern. Let me just get this plastic tarp off of here.
there. And if you think I broke any of my self-imposed rules, there's over 200 hours of live streams and VODs for you to comb through as proof. So let's get into it. First, why did I pick this spot? Well, 1, I love the character of that tree. 2, it's easy access to the water. And 3, it's relatively flat compared to the rest of my land. But I did still have to dig out a lot of dirt to level my floor. I also put in a 2-log retaining wall beneath me to elevate the soil on the opposite side of the cabin. I set a support post in that corner atop a flat rock and ran a beam the full length of the shelter. Originally, it was just held up in the fork of this tree, but down the line I added another post with a saddle cut. Hello there, Mr. Slug. On the other side I have pegs holding it in place and a big old 45-degree log keeping it all upright. As for the roof above my bed, I use sticks, pine boughs, and bark shingles in that order. It works at keeping the water out, but next time I'm going to use a layer of clay so I stop getting rained on with pine needles. The bed itself is debarked logs sitting atop perpendicular slats and some pine insulation with wooden pegs holding it in place. The 2 walls to the left and right of the door were done by stacking up tree trunks. I drilled holes and set wooden pegs in every single log to lock lock each layer together. Long stakes were driven into the ground and strapped to the interior ones using flexible pine boughs for some added stability. These sticks will become brittle and break over time, and that's okay. I really only use them to minimize wobble as I was stacking up these heavy logs. Trust me, now that they're up, these walls aren't going anywhere, but I did throw an extra brace on it, because why not? As for my other walls and door frames, it's pretty simple, just logs cut down, buried in the dirt vertically, using wooden dowels to secure them as needed. I'm not going to go in depth again about the door build, the hinges, or how I did the latch, but I know a lot of people wonder what happens when the pine needles fall off. Well, the sticks will still be woven together, so I can shove bark and other stuff in there to fill it in. I'll do the same concept on the back door, which leads me out to my log pile and wood splitting area. I know I'll need additional firewood and storage, but it's nice to have a little stash right outside the cabin. For insulation in here, I use traditional log chinking, which in my case is a mixture of clay and moss. And you can see it really hardened up and filled those gaps great. You probably noticed I didn't insulate this corner yet. Well, that's because it's going to be my chimney and I don't want any flammable material in it. Okay, my fireplace is just rock and dirt, but how's that going to work when everything else is wood? Well, I'm going to debark that area and coat it all in clay with no moss in the mixture. I also need to build a wall on the diagonal, starting here, forming a triangular chimney to send smoke out the ceiling. Now you're thinking that's an awfully flat roof for water runoff. Well, you're not looking at rafters, you're looking at joists and floorboards. That's right, I'm going to turn this into a 2-story cabin. But that's a wrap for part 1 of the bushcraft build. Thank you to everybody on kick.com who tuned into this series. Unfortunately, now you got to wait for season 2. Today I'm giving you guys a full tour of the 1-month cabin build.
Story.
Tim, I love you, but we can only see a little of the video, cheeky smiley face.
Oh, thank you.
Including nails, screws, or rope. That said, I gotta take down my temporary tarp and get some light in there. And if you think I broke any of my self-imposed rules, there's over 200 hours of live streams and VODs for you to comb through as proof. So let's get into it. First, why did I pick this spot? Well, 1, I love the character of that tree. 2, it's easy access to the water. And 3, it's relatively flat compared to the rest of my land. But I did still have to dig out a lot of dirt to level my floor. I also put in a 2-log retaining wall beneath me to elevate the soil on the opposite side of the cabin. I set a support post in that corner atop a flat rock and ran a beam the full length of the shelter. Originally it was just held up in the fork of this tree, but down the line I added another post with a saddle trap. Hello there, Mr. Slug. On the other side I have pegs holding it in place and a big old 45-degree log keeping it all upright. As for the roof above my bed, I use sticks, pine boughs, and bark shingles in that order. It works at keeping the water out, but next time I'm going to use a layer of clay so I stop getting rained on with pine needles. The bed itself is debarked logs sitting atop perpendicular slats and some pine insulation with wooden pegs holding it in place. The 2 walls to the left and right of the door were done by stacking up tree trunks. I drilled holes and set wooden pegs in every single log to lock each layer together. Long stakes were driven into the ground and strapped to the interior ones using flexible pine boughs for some added stability. These sticks will become brittle and break over time, and that's okay. I really only use them to minimize wobble as I was stacking up these heavy logs. Trust me, now that they're up, these walls aren't going anywhere, but I did throw an extra brace on it, because why not? As for my other walls and door frames, it's pretty simple, just logs cut down, buried in the dirt vertically, using wooden dowels to secure them as needed. I'm not going to go in depth again about the door build, the hinges, or how I did the latch, but I know a lot of people wonder what happens when the pine needles fall off. Well, the sticks will still be woven together, so I can shove bark and other stuff in there to fill it in. I'll do the same concept on the back door, which leads me out to my log pile and wood splitting area. I know I'll need additional firewood and storage, but it's nice to have a little stash right outside the cabin. For insulation in here, I use traditional log chinking, which in my case is a mixture of clay and moss. And you can see it really hardened up and filled those gaps great. You probably noticed I didn't insulate this corner yet. Well, that's because it's going to be my chimney and I don't want any flammable material in it. Okay, my fireplace is just rock and dirt, but how's that going to work when everything else is wood? Well, I'm going to debark that area and coat it all in clay with no moss in the mixture. I also need to build a wall on the diagonal, starting here, forming a triangular chimney to send smoke out the ceiling. Now you're thinking that's a flat roof for water runoff. Well, you're not looking at rafters, you're looking at joists and floorboards. That's right, I'm going to turn this into a 2-story cabin. But that's a wrap for part 1 of the bushcraft build. Thank you to everybody on kick.com who tuned into this series. Unfortunately, now you got to wait for season 2. Today I'm giving you guys a full tour of the 1-month cabin build. I challenged myself to do this all with no power tools or equipment and no store-bought building materials, including nails, screws, or rope. That said, I gotta take down my temporary tarp and get some light in there. And if you think I broke any of my self-imposed rules, there's over 200 hours of live streams and VODs for you to comb through as proof. So let's get into it. First, why did I pick this spot? Well, 1, I love the character of that tree. 2, it's easy access to the water. And 3, it's relatively flat.
Okay, what's he doing now?
As you can see, I've made it home to the desert where framing for my housing project is well underway. I miss this place. My lips are chapped and I'm already sunburned. But before I give you a tour of all this, let me show you the smallest of the 3 homes. Oh, and big thank you to Tony of TF Builders out of Sahuarita and the Andrade framing crew for taking care of all this while I've been gone. This one is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000-square-foot home. Of course, the porch hasn't been completed yet. But walking through the front door, you'll notice immediately we've got some nice vaulted ceilings and even a skylight up there so you can never escape the Arizona sun. Behind me is the kitchen space. We'll have some open shelving here, L-shaped floor cabinets wrapping around there. We'll have our induction range with the decorative hood and bar seating facing this way. Against the wall, we'll have some upper cabinets or leave it all open shelving. I don't know, what do you think? We'll put a sink right in the middle of that window. We do have to bring the sill up to meet the countertop height, fridge, and the back door, of course. This is the living area where I'll put some big old French doors to make moving furniture in and out as easy as can be. Upon seeing it, I've decided I don't want a mudroom area. I got enough stuff stressing me out already. It's a lot easier to patch these concrete nail holes than finish this whole thing. Nothing like paying other people to build something so you can break it. Now let's speed.
What? Okay. So you're... Well, just do it yourself.
Upon seeing it, I've decided I don't want a mudroom area. I got enough stuff stressing me out already. It's a lot easier to patch these concrete nail holes than finish this whole thing. Nothing like paying other people to build something so you can break it. Now let's speed run the bedrooms. We've got some big 6-foot by 4-foot window openings, great for watching the sunset. Closet space, of course. Out here we've got shelving for books or living room decor. The second bedroom's only got one window, but it's still got a big closet space, and the trade-off is you get some built-in shelving for your own personal knickknacks. I still need a linen closet framed here, but let's get on to the last thing, the bathroom layout. Got a toilet with the window above. I'll have our vanity and sink, and here it'll either be a walk-in shower or tub combo. Haven't decided, but either way, this space can be used as a bench or shower niche. The other side of the bathroom has been plumbed in for a stacked washer and dryer, and this is our water heater closet opening to the exterior. The electrical sub panel will go right outside that closet door, but here's a view of the other side of the roof line. And that's it for house number 1. Next time I'll show you the courtyard design we have going on for the 2 houses back here. As you can see, I've made it home to the desert where framing for my housing project as well. And this is yet another thing this guy's doing that will never be done. I mean, maybe. Isn't that just kind of the risk involved with doing anything? I could get hit by a car tomorrow or shot in the Home Depot parking lot. It is South Tucson. All said and done, I estimate this place will cost me $1.5 million. It's gonna take time, and life is never guaranteed. The fact is, I started with $0 out here, but went for it anyway, and here we are just about 1/3 of the way done. Something like that, I don't know. Some days whole houses go up, other days you just keep picking up trash. Point is, how far along would I be with the project if I never even started it? Would I be bummed if I passed away before I saw all these houses finished? Absolutely, but you can't let the fear of failure stop you from trying. You know, some things I can't promise. Just look at all the uncertainty in the world right now, but I will say I hustle to try to get this done. If there's a day I'm not directly working on the property, then I'm working on ways to facilitate it and finance it and just to stay relevant in this crazy world of social media. But even with all the constant negativity and strangers breathing down my neck online, I wouldn't change it for the world. And how could you not be at peace with a koi pond like this? Remember, if you want to talk down to someone, first you need to surpass them. This is yet another thing this guy's doing that will never be done. I mean, maybe. Isn't that just kind of the risk involved with doing anything? I could get hit by a car tomorrow or shot in the Home Depot parking lot. It is South Tucson. All said and done, I estimate this place will cost me $1.5 million. It's gonna take time, and life is never guaranteed. The fact is,
Do you think you'll be available to play the horror game I'd like you to play tonight? It is October, and I got more suggestions if you want to hear them.
Oh, God. Do you think I'll be available? Oh, what? This guy, I really don't like this guy. I really don't like this guy. Dude, he's just such a... I don't like him.
I was X'd out of my own gang recently.
I mean, yeah, I can't disagree. Look, I know that we've all been watching this little series of events and wondering, like, what's real, what's not, what's really going on here. All that I really wanted was to know that my homie was okay.
All right, so number one, this guy, he's like one of those, like, cut the heads off all pedophiles, you know, and that's all fine and good. Whatever, dude. You know, yeah, kill all pedophiles. But, like, you know, it's weird, man, because you like and it's always like the hardcore, you know, Trump humping, you know, well, guns, America, you know, yeah, kill them all, you know, but they're bad because they're pedophiles. You got your fucking shirt off, dude. You have a pink watch. You know, you wear bright colors. You got toys in the background. Also, look at his nipples. You know, what's
His nips hard, ha ha ha.
dude,
Yeah.
they're like erect, bro. I just think it's kind of funny. You know, he wears like all this, you know, he's got all these colorful tattoos, and that's all fine and good, but like his background is typically like really, really vibrant, you know, and like lots of light, lots of, you know, flashing colors, and you know, it's kind of like the kind of thing that you would do if you were trying to appeal to a younger generation of people, you know? And why do you have your shirt off? Yeah, but fuck the cut their heads off. I'm not a pedophile. You know? Yeah, because kill them all, right? It's like, I don't, it's a little, you know, it's a little suspicious. I've always thought.
But he just posted this.
This is my open plea to any and all organizations, whether it's the Bloods, you know, hey, 1090 Jake, you're a white blood, help your boy out, maybe. Whether it's the Crips, hey, Crip Mac, love your stuff.
Now, this whole thing could have been a skit. This whole thing could have been partially real. This could be a mental breakdown. Talking shit about a gang or a criminal organization can get your whole neck wrecked.
Help me get revenge for what's under these glasses.
So for anybody who doesn't understand the gang life, this is how you end up on a t-shirt. Rest in peace, Pablo, motherfucker, rest in peace. I'm the next Kanye.
I was X'd out of my own gang recently.
I mean, yeah, like I can't disagree. Look, I know that we've all been watching this little series of events and wondering, like, what's real, what's
not. I'm so
not.
glad I have no idea what he's talking about. This guy went to Portland, and he's been doing a lot of this, you know, yeah, I'm just not a fan. Oh, looks like he's reacting to a lot of AI videos. Oh, jeez. Yeah, here.
Listen, you guys.
Okay, yeah, so... Who's this for? Look at that background. Look, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little weird.
If it isn't an organization, it's an idea, and we're fighting fascism.
Except that y'all have your own flags, your own symbols that y'all recognize each other by, your own structure and hierarchy just like any other gang or organization, and you throw events. You know, like what you've been doing for over 100 days down at the Portland ICE detention facility, or this gem right here, literally encouraging people to meet up in an organized fashion, wearing masks to hide your identity, and blind helicopter pilots with lasers to try to take down a helicopter. That's 100% an act of domestic terrorism, my G. You guys are definitely an organization, and you guys have been designated, and now the feds are coming after you. So the fact that you mental midgets continue to put this stuff out on the internet absolutely boggles my imagination, but I'm super here for it. I can't wait to see the fuck around find out that's about to happen to all y'all. But what about the rest of you normal, sane individuals? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments.
Listen, you guys, Antifa isn't an organization, it's an idea.
What do you want me to play? Evie, you guys vote on it. I can only see like one comment at a time because of this. I mean, you see it in the corner. It's all purple. I can't get rid of it. What did... I can't even see all of that. Yes, yeah.
They all have like a particular certain look about them, don't they? These are mugshots of some of the Antifa members that have been arrested in Portland, Oregon throughout the last few years, and I just gotta say, they definitely have a look about them. It's like I definitely wouldn't want them within 100 yards of my kids. They definitely need their hard drives checked. There's something like mentally, spiritually, and emotionally wrong with them. These are the creatures that want you to think that they're the good guys because they picked a good guy name. Because let's face it.
You know, they take your glasses off when you're getting a mugshot for identification purposes. That's AI, dumbass. They don't leave your glasses on. But this is Mr. Incarcerated, you know, he's got his life turned around and everything. But like, dude, yeah, and I hate to be the guy, but like, you know, AI is everywhere, you know, but it fits that, oh, look at their hair, oh, fucking stupid, you know. Like, so are they all pansies that you know, whine and cry all the time, or are they terrorists? You know, which you can't have like.
Everyone should hate fascism, but you could call yourself anti-fascist and be a fascist. That's literally what's happening here. Once you get a good look at them without their masks on, you realize these are the people that you would literally call the police if you saw them outside of a school. Is that what you want for America's future? Let me know down in the comments. They all have like a particular certain look about them, don't they? These are my...
I can't see the chat. Damn it. I know I'm missing stuff. Ah. Oh, Jixerbra, he's still packaged up. He got hurt bad.
I'd mead you if that works better.
First winter. That sounds sick. Oh, you DM'd me?
OMG, did you see the Quasimodo crash?
Cozy? I mean, I saw what's his face, the one that our boy here is talking about. What was his name? Dancing Moto. I saw that. Is that what you're talking about? Woo.
Atera's AI Copilot helps you solve complex IT issues faster than you can say.
What did I just...
Before he ended up facing charges. Post videos of himself to
He ran from GSP and they ran his ass over.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Man, he's fucked up. That's what this video is about. So Motorcycle Fuckboy did a video on him. Man. I don't think it was Georgia State because he wasn't. Was it Cozy? I thought it was Dancing Moto. It's all the same. But yeah, I saw that. Fuck.
Brez. So listen, I'm supposed to be retired right now. I don't know why y'all pulled me out of my retirement. Okay, it's not even a retirement. It's just a temporary vacation, time off, whatever you want to call it. Vacation. I'm on vacation. But something happened that it just irked me, Brez. It irked me just a little bit irking, and I can't stand it. I gotta talk about it. I can't stand it. I have to talk about it. So that's what we're doing today.
He said something in the text. Of course I can't stand. I like this guy. I think we're like the same age. He's been around for a while. But, yeah, man, he like 2 punctured lungs, broken ribs. Oh, man, I'm just glad he's okay, you know. But the bike right behind him was the one he crashed on. The bike looked fine. Looked like you'd ride away. But yeah, he I think from what I understand, it was like he was probably going too fast, but that's not, I mean, a truck pulled out of like a gas station or something, and he just smacked right into it. I think it was the front end of the truck. But yeah, man. 2 broken arms. I mean, look at that leg, man. He could have lost that.
Talk about whatever it is that's irking me, Braves. Let me just... Look at the H2, though. Oh, I bet she's fast. I wouldn't know nothing about that anymore. You know what's not fast? Me. So y'all might know some of these goofy TikTokers and Instagrammers and
This is the video.
Bikers, that don't really be riding,
He's
but they'll
talking
be
about.
posting whatever silly content they come up with.
So we'll see it here.
Some of it being dancing. That's a real popular thing for the girls. And a couple of boys took on to it because that's all they had to offer the world, at the time. And that's fine. If that's all you can do, if you can just dance, that's your passion, it's what you love. Just, you dance your little socks off, brother. I mean, you just go ham. But I'm going to make fun of you. So this particular person that I'm talking about today is Dancing Moto. Congratulations, Dancing.
Yeah, so it wasn't Cozy Moto. It might have been like one of the buddies or something, but Dancing Moto was the guy who posted the video.
Moto, you made it in a crippled Jixabra video. You should not be happy about it. Like the fact that I was so irked by some of this stuff that I've seen that I had to come out here in a wheelchair and get Jared to come out here and wheel me around to just make his video.
No, I fucked up LMFAO.
Anyway, so
this is why I was thinking of LOL.
Oh. So Jixabra, he's been around. He's been around for a while, from what I know. Older, but so he crashed. I know about that. I didn't see it. I don't think anybody's seen it. At least not. I feel like if footage was circulating, we would have seen it at some point. But I'm assuming he's got the footage of him crashing. But I watched his. It was sad. He had me tearing up. It was sad. But it was. His sort of signing off, and he was basically saying like, with as fucked up as I am in YouTube and social media being the way that it is, there's a good chance that this is the the beginning of the end, kind of. And he was, he's got a point. But I think people are gonna stick around for him. He's a cool guy. And I respect him. He's skilled. Reckless, sure, but you just don't do this kind of content at all without being, reckless to some degree. But like, he's very, very skilled. I respect him, whereas, the other kid he's talking about in Motorcycle Fuckboy, they're TikTok bikers, there's just not really anything to respect. And Motorcycle Fuckboy's got a real good thought taken. He's got quite a tendency to just have, to be very opinionated about everything, and feel real strongly about whatever the fuck it is. And he loves to just talk out his ass. But he's just here for a good time, and he got hurt real bad. But the video I watched was him talking about it, and he was still in the hospital. And it was just scenes and clips from previous stuff, and it was all just a narration. It was heavy, So it's good to see that he's doing this, but he's talking about the GSP Dancing Moto kid who got it was raining out and whatever. Now, like my opinion, getting ran over, that was pretty, uncalled for. But running from the cops with standing water everywhere without gloves on, there's a very good chance that that cop was unable to slow. It's just hard to say. You know, I don't think the guy deliberately crushed him. But, like, I mean, you saw the riding conditions. I think we all did. But the other thing, though, is that he wasn't, from what I understand, he wasn't in Georgia. And that none of those squad cars looked like Georgia State Patrol. But I think that got circulated around because Georgia State Patrol is known for, killing motorcyclists. So it's like the ultimate, worst case scenario. So, and he like started a GoFundMe and all this kind of stuff, but like, I don't think it actually was. I could be wrong, but yeah.
That was sent to me. So this is the dancing moto guy. Look at him moving and grooving. You see, Jared, are they watching it? Is it doing the thing? And now that we're done watching that, now we're going to watch some real content. And I will say, I mean, this is the first content I've seen from this particular young feller that I say, wow,
I didn't mean to, but I ran from the cops. One skeptical smiley face.
You ran from the cops? God damn it, I hate.
I'm going to play the clip, and then we'll come back. I'll just wait. Or will I wait, or will I interrupt? I can't watch the video. Oh, you know what? I could just watch the video. I'm going to watch the video, Brez, and then Jared's going to pause it when I tell him to pause it. Jared, are you keeping up with that?
Yeah, but I didn't know that I did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, put that on the ground. All right, hold on, Brez. I'm scrolling. Where is it? Where is it? All right, here we go. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Stop. I see a couple problems with this, Brez. First of all, there's a motorcycle fleeing from the police, clearly, right? Secondly, this motorcyclist is not wearing gloves. Thirdly, it's raining.
Hard.
It's raining.
Hard.
So we're off to a bad start. I don't care what you got going on. You do not need to run from the cops with no gloves and in the rain and clearly not going that fast because you probably can't because of the rain or because of the bike, whatever the case may be. Now look at him go, Brace. He's getting it, Brace. Cops in front of him. He's all like, yeah, and here comes another cop. Yeah. And now this cop, I just paused it, Jared. Now this cop is braking hard, and then there's a white car in front of the cop, and then there's this car. And remember, the GoPro makes everything wide. So these gaps are a lot smaller than they look. Everything is closer than it appears. The GoPro makes things look far, but everything is way closer. So everything is getting pretty close. It looks like he's getting on his brakes, the motorcyclist. So watch him. So right about here, he decided to give up on turning, and he literally let go of the handlebar, which probably saved his hand maybe. But just poor rider skill. Just always, man, it's just weird seeing these guys try to ride these bikes way out of their comfort zone, and then they just can't even do simple things. Like, there's still plenty of road and time to slow down before hitting the white car. Like, you didn't have to just clip the side of the squad car. But he clips the side of the squad car. Kublau! Throws him off. Nice sliding. Look at him go. So he's sliding, and then BAM!
That looked pretty intentional.
Bust down lace and sunglasses.
The best part, somehow the squad car didn't notice him, which kind of makes sense. Go sit in the Tahoe and then go on a two-lane road and then look to your right.
That's
you
true.
can't see that second lane, so you're not going to be able to see a guy sliding on the ground in that second lane. I'm sure the cop noticed the bike because the bike went up over the curve, so maybe he assumed the rider was also up on the curve, but clearly that wasn't the case. So bam, runs him over. Luckily it centered him and it didn't get him with the tires. I'm sure it still sucked though, but yeah, so he gets runned over, right? And here comes the cop, and then I think the cop grabs him pretty quick and pulls him out. Luckily, the poor guy yanks him out, and then the cop's telling him just be still, which is good. Cop didn't immediately taser him or anything like that, right? So we call that a fine deal. Now I don't want to hear anybody talk about the cop shouldn't have ran him over, blah, 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 blah. The cop probably didn't see him. Like I said, go get in the Tahoe, get in the driver's seat, go on a two-lane road, look to your right. you're not going to be able to see if there's somebody laying in the road right next to you. And remember, the GoPro makes things seem way further away. The cop looks far away, but he's not.
And
He's
this guy
really...
rides bikes. Like, this guy knows how to ride. He's been on, like, that's what his content is. So it's like, he's making a good point. But also, I could certainly see, you could see both things happening, But yeah, I mean, those are tough to see out of, especially in those kind of conditions. But we'll see.
Close. So whenever it all happened, the cop probably noticed the bike go up the ditch and just assumed the rider was with the bike. Probably didn't see him. Highly doubt he saw him. Also, I saw some stuff saying that GPS, being Georgia State Patrol, I've already made a whole video talking about how I think Georgia State Patrol in Arkansas pit maneuvering motorcycles and cars at free will, that's just what they do if you run, is ridiculous and causes more problems than it helps. So that's been my stance on that, right? But they can do it. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, shut that down. No, they can, and they will. So if you're going to run in that state, you need to expect them to put themselves in front of you or run their cars into you or anything like that. Get out of here, dog! Jared, get that dang dog out of here! Dang dog wanted to be in the video. So you can't just sit here and pretend that you're in fairy tale land and go cry victim about him running you over. Which, in this case, they didn't even pit him. All they did was get in his way, and then his poor riding skills showed really, really strong, because the guy spends more time, dancing than he does riding, clearly. Which he's young, I mean, gosh, he's not going to be a good rider, but he could be better than that, that's for sure. Because, I mean, like, he gave up. Like, if you're coming up to a squad car, you're going to hit, and you just let go with your left hand, you need to be banking. You need to be tipping the bike hard to avoid the car. But what did he do? He looked at the car, he knew he was going to hit it, he just lets go and just crashes into it. Jared is fighting this dog. This dog does not want to leave. It just wants to stay right there. That's just such a good papa dog. Anyway, and also, I don't hear anybody complain about me being insensitive, laughing at this kid who's in the hospital in critical condition. I was in critical condition for over a week, okay? I guarantee I have more broken bones and have more stuff wrong with me than he did. 100%. So, if anybody can judge him, it's me. And also because he's the bad guy in this story. That's what we're getting at, okay? If you remember, I also have another video, right? We got the Georgia State Patrol, how I don't agree with it, right? But they can do it. So you probably shouldn't run from those guys in the rain because they will pit you. Which, like I said, these guys didn't pit him. They just got in front of him to slow him down, and he's just a poor rider, so he just ran into the car because he just doesn't ride very well. And also, I mean, he doesn't think either. Dancing Moto, dude. Listen, son. You need to stop. Whatever you're doing, whatever your thought process is, you need to just change it. And I don't want to hear anybody say, well, he probably has already. Nah, he's still a dumb kid at the end of the day, and I highly doubt he learned much. Because I've already heard, and I ain't going to say this is fact or fiction or true or not or whatever. I've already heard that this has happened before, that he did run and did get caught. So this will be a second time offense. And I'm pretty sure it's factual. He can deny it or whatever. I don't know. I heard it from a couple different people. I already heard this. So it's like, okay, you clearly don't learn. You can't ride that good. You already got caught running once. Why the hell do you think you're going to get away in the rain with no gloves on an R7 when the dang Tahoes can go just as fast as your R7? So I don't like the Tahoe and that Ford SUV thing, whatever it's called. They can all go about 130. That's as fast as R7 can go. And in the rain, but no, it's just dumb. Like, why did he run anyway? It blows my mind. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, as soon as that video started, I bust out laughing the first time I watched it. I was like, wow, this makes so much sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I laughed and said it makes so much sense, because, like, obviously he's not going to get away. Anyway, I made a video talking about how to run from the cops in GTA 5. Or GTA 6. Not in real life. But if you watch that video, Mr. Dancy with the motos, if you watch that video, you'd learn that I talk about, like, when it's appropriate and stuff. And I don't even know if I said it in the video, because it should be a given, but you should not run from the cops when it's raining. And you should definitely not run when you're not riding gear or apparel prepared. Like, riding gloves would probably help out your situation a little bit. I'm sure your hands probably feel a little bit scuffed up somewhere along the way that could have been avoided with just some simple gloves. And then you're wearing a t-shirt, which, you know, I ain't gonna say no matter, and the, what, riding boots and riding jeans, which is so weird. Like, why would you armor this and then not this or these? I don't get that. So one of those weird things where people ride around with like hoodies, big gauntlet gloves and boots, but then no like leggings. Girls ride with leggings, or dudes ride with normal pants and then t-shirts. It's like, why are you like halfway armored up? I don't get that. Why not? Whatever. Anyway, I don't even know if I said it in that police video, but that this is not the time to run from the cops, guys. In the rain is a horrible time to run, especially from Georgia, because they'll just bump you off your bike. The soon as you try to exit or turn and you got to go slow because wet roads and, you know, blah, 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 you never know how it's going to go, they're just going to bump into you and knock you over. Like, no way you're getting away. So I don't know if he just really thought he was the bee's knees when it came to running, but with me watching the video, he can't ride at all. The kid has no rider skill whatsoever. Like, he made the simplest mistake and just plowed into a cop car. Like, it's so easy to avoid that, and he just didn't. So, like, I can already tell by that he can't ride, but he can dance. He's a moving and grooving little dude with them.
Testing. Tell me about the day the world...
Them pants. But like I said, God bless you, brother. That's the coolest video I've seen you post, you know.
Womp, get better, nerd.
Post, but you made the mistake of sending it, and everybody sent it to everybody, and now I have it, and now I'm going to make fun of you for it. But hopefully you'll learn something, and hopefully everybody else watching this will learn something. Moving on. Now we get to where I'm angry. Now we get to where this is why I'm like talking about it and pissed off. Because he is the bad guy. I said it in If You Run From Cops. You are the bad person in this scenario. You're running from the cops. You're the bad guy. Accept it. Don't try to play victim. If you get caught, don't do this and that. Accept the fact that you are the vigilante. You're the bad guy. You may not be a bad person, but you're being the bad guy, and if you got caught, you got caught. You just, you know, you just take your lick, right? This kid doesn't know how to take his lick. Because I just immediately saw a GoFundMe post, and I'm like, what's a GoFundMe post for? And now we're gonna go look at this picture.
Didn't follow?
GoFundMe post. All right. Dear friends, family, and fellow riders, our brother Dancing Moto, wow, our brother, was involved in a devastating motorcycle accident a few days ago. Stop! Now, bros, did we just watch this footage? I believe we both just watched the footage, right? Did we see a devastating motorcycle accident? Did anybody see that? I didn't see a devastating motorcycle accident. I saw a trying to run from the cops in the rain and then crashing himself into a squad car and then getting accidentally ran over by one of the cop cars. That's what I saw. I didn't see, what I experienced, for instance, recently. I don't know if you could tell. Recently I was in a motorcycle accident. Shout out my girl, R.I.P. I mean, it looks like it's not good. The frame snapped in the front. Like if I was to ride at the front, it would fall off. I was in a devastating motor accident because it was an accident. A dude just up and didn't see me, pulled right out in front of me at last second, kablam. That's what a motorcycle accident is, where two individuals not doing anything wrong, one does something slightly wrong, and then bam, I plow it, and bam, it's an accident. He didn't mean to, right? But he did pull out in front of me when he shouldn't have, and that's that, right? Now, Mr. Dancing Moto, you were not involved in a motor accident, brother. You weren't.
What a shame, though. It's so pretty
accident.
Sad face.
You ran into a squad car while you were running from the police. There was no accident here. There was. I mean, yeah, you probably didn't intentionally hit the squad car, right? But it wasn't an accident that you were running from the cops. It was an accident. It was going to happen no matter what. I can tell you that. You were never going to get away in the rain at your rider level. You were never going to escape. So, like, and I'd love for you to post saying that you could. Like, that would make this even better. I'd have a whole nother video laughing about that, too. I don't know if he's that arrogant or not. We'll find out. We'll find out soon. We'll find out soon enough, Brits. Anyway, you like this GoPro setup, too, by the way? Everything's broken, so, we just duct tape, maybe. So y'all can hear my normal sounding voice. I wanted y'all to hear this. Anyway, so you weren't involved in an accident. GoFundMes are for people that were involved in accidents. I was involved in an accident where it was unfair. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing nothing. Nothing. You were out breaking the law, actively running from police, and then now you post up on your page that you're involved in an accident, and please everybody give me money for my medical bills. When your thing was avoidable by simply pulling over for the cops. And I say this from example. I've had some police things go on, right? I've had some wrecks go on. Not once have I posted a GoFundMe, because not once have I been able to go, yeah, this makes sense. I'm going to cry to people for money on the internet because I'm a victim. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be a little sympathy pool, whatever. I want to like deal with things on my own, because that's what men do, right? Little boys, I guess, which makes sense, because I mean, god dang, he is young. So I mean, I guess I can't be like too mean on that fact. I guess they get feel otherwise, right? But it irks my skin to just irks my entire being, seeing a devastating motorcycle accident. It's like, no, you were a retard running from the cops, crashed into one of the cop cars, and got ran over. Like, you did it to yourself. You could have pulled over as soon as the cop car hit his lights on you, and nothing would have happened. Like, even if you had warrants and everything else, I don't know, right? So what? You go to jail, you get back out. Yeah, handle your business. You wouldn't have ended up hurt, and you wouldn't have been posted up no GoFundMe. And to any of y'all that have gave him money,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you give, like, he did something wrong, and you're giving him money for it? You're like, yeah, you did something you shouldn't have done, and you got what you deserved, because it's just consequences to actions. Like, if you run from the cops and die running from the cops, it's a consequence to your action, right? If the Jigsaw Bro ran from the cops and died running from the cops,
imagine giving him money.
It's going to be a consequence of Jigsaw Bro's
I can see it. I can totally see it. I mean, the whole, like, you know, the cop car getting on top of him, I guarantee you he didn't break anything from that. Like, I mean, you got the push bar, and then you got a totally plastic bumper. And for anybody who's ever been under a car, the first 30% of the vehicle is just molded plastic. You know, you don't hit frames or sway bars until you're well underneath the vehicle, especially with something like that had lights and a push bar and everything. Like, you know, you got pushed on enough to make it look like you got ran over, which is not at all what happened. But of course, that's immediate ammunition for sympathy, you know? I mean, he probably still would have asked for money or made a GoFundMe or whatever. But, you know, with the, just, you know, the today's rhetoric with cops and how people generally, especially younger people, feel about cops and things like that, it's so easy to take something like that and go, you know, oh my God, he tried to kill you, and, you know, you poor thing, and yada yada. Especially when you're, you know, your target audience is, you know, not even 20 or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of funny that, you know, it'd be interesting to know how much he's gotten. You know, I bet he's getting all kinds of scrutiny for it now because people are calling him out. But yeah, deliberately running in the rain from police after, you know, being pursued and crashing because of your own lack of skill, and then asking, you know, your fans for money. That's kind of, yeah, it's pretty wild.
Actions. That's life. And in those circumstances, does anybody or what anybody should
the same
run
phone
from
case.
The cops, get hurt, and then cry on the internet like, "Give me money! I wish in an accident. I wish there was an accident. I didn't see all their lights chasing me and trying to stop me from running. I didn't see them." Like, what are you doing? Oh man, it's not an accident. You weren't involved in an accident.
It's a crash.
And nobody should be giving you money. Nobody should be giving a flying.
And the other thing too is like.
So he's racied about $7,300.
Wow. So it's probably more than that. Because if that's just in the GoFundMe, he's probably had people send him, could be over 10, probably total. I mean, and like for example, if if he did like live streams, and probably got gifts, galaxies and shit, that adds up. So it's probably close to 10, which is a quick cash grab, I guess, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the thing about it is, like, look at him. Look at him. That's an accident. He's fucked up. And it's been like 2 months. And he can't even use his own wheelchair. That's a motorcycle accident. That's I had to wear my neck brace for 2 months. And the back brace for 3. And it's I mean, you can't do shit. Look at him. But then you take something like that, sliding, hitting the ground with he's probably hardly scratched up. I would fair to say he probably didn't even break anything. And if he did, maybe like a collarbone, maybe, from like putting your arm out, but like you're not gonna get road rash because you're sliding on the wet ground. Like, this guy's hurt. Those are medical bills. He was in the hospital for a month. I think probably more. But he was like, had to stay in the hospital for a month. And he's long from being, well on his way. The other kid might have had a couple rocks in his hand or whatever, but like, when you call that a horrifying motorcycle, what is this? It's disrespectful on many levels, yeah, man, they're just not all created equal. And also, yeah, the added fact that it's like you were actively running from police. It's not like somebody, it wasn't an accident at all. Because you should have pulled over and you didn't. And that's why you crashed.
None. Not at all. You don't deserve it. You're a bad person.
Where'd my sound go?
Contradictory for me to say this. I admit that it is the wrong thing to do. That is the difference. I accept responsibility for doing wrong actions. Say, hypothetically, I run from the cops to get away. I'm not sitting around going that, yeah, I'm the good guy, I got away, thank goodness. I accept that I should have pulled over because that's, I was probably breaking the law and that's why they tried to pull me over, right? I'm not going to live in a fairy tale land where I think it wasn't. But by, in turn, posting a GoFundMe because you don't want to pay for your own consequences. You did this to yourself. You put yourself in these bad situations and you want other people to pay for your consequence. Blows my mind. How can anybody look at that and go, ugh? Plus, I don't know what your little fan base is on Instagram, being how many followers you have, right? Like, it can't be nothing but a bunch of little girls and a bunch of weird dudes. Like, I don't know. I would never follow somebody that just posts content of him flossing in front of his motorcycle. That's not cool to me, right? I'm old school. I like riding bikes to ride bikes, and I think it's cool to do cool stuff on the bike, right? Because that's the point of riding your motorcycle and being in the motorcycle space. It's never going to be cool to just everybody roll up to a gas station with their bikes and get off and start flossing. It's never going to be cool. You're never going to make it cool, right? But if that's what you like, I said, if that's what you like, just do it. I'm not going to judge you. But I'm just saying now I'm judging him. Okay, I'm just judging him. I'm just judging him just for the video because I don't like him. Because he posted a GoFundMe after doing something wrong and just wants everybody to pay for it. So, like, instead of just being a man and taking your lick, you're trying to brush it off on other people.
Bro, you're done already?
Yeah, bro.
How?
I hired Motion to hire AI employees.
AI employees?
Just by example too, once again, I was a victim of a devastating motorcycle accident. I was really messed up. I still am really messed up. Can't walk. I'm in a freaking wheelchair. If I, stay. I still wouldn't want to post a GoFundMe. I posted merch. I posted shirts and stickers and key tags, so that somebody, if they want to support me, if they feel like they want to help out the bray or whatever, they can, but they're getting something out of it. They're not going to just get some garbage. They're going to get a nice shirt that I spend a lot of time making nice, and nice quality shirts, not cheap shirts, it's nice shirts. And the stickers are not actually stickers, they're decals. They're really nice. You'll be able to put them on your vehicle or your bike, and they'll stay there for a while. You know, it's not going to just wear away and fall off. It's going to be there a while. You get something out of it, right? That's how I like justify. And now Mr. Dancimoto could I don't know, under no circumstance, if I was in his position, would I ever post anything about a GoFundMe or even merch or anything. I would just be taking my lick and dealing with it. In fact, I would be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed, and I wouldn't post anything about it because that's embarrassing. I tried to run from the cops in the rain with no gloves, like couldn't even go fast enough to outrun a Tahoe, and then clip the cop SUV because I can't ride. That's embarrassing. I would not post that. I wouldn't tell anybody about it. I'd take my lick, deal with my court case, and go on. And that's the moral of the story, Brez. That's all I need to say. I'm sure I've ranted so long, and Jared will have to chop this up a little bit because I'm sure it's way too long. And I'm sorry, Brez. It's not as entertaining as normal. I can't wheelie. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. One wheelie. But yeah, I can't really do what I normally do, right? I'm just in a wheelchair. But I couldn't stand not to talk about this, okay? I hate that, Brez. I hate it. I don't want to see none of this crap. I don't want to see I ran from the cops and now I'm a victim. I was in a devastating motorcycle accident. Please give me your money because I deserve it, because I'm so good. I'm such a good person. I was only running from the cops because I just was so good. I needed to get away to go spread my goodness of dancing because I'm so good. You get what I'm saying? Do y'all understand when you say it like that? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. The kid doesn't want to even accept responsibility for his own financial issues after he goes off and just makes a stupid decision. And he boasted about it. Like, Jared will have some of the screenshots of some of the things he says, and it's like, he's not saying, this was stupid. He's talking like he's a victim. He's posting about how hurt he is.
Yeah, that's a solid. I mean, yeah, I knew I was gonna agree with him, but like, yeah, it'd be one thing, but like, dude, yeah, that's why I like this guy. You know, he posted merch, not even a GoFundMe. That's respect. That's respectable. You know. But yeah, to put that online and then to oh, poor me, like if you're going to put it anywhere at all and stand behind it, it should be an example of what not to do. And if it could have been something good, and it could have been, like, hey guys, I want you to know that I fucked up and this was a terrible idea. But I did it, and I've learned my lesson, and here's what I learned, But, yeah, to double down, yikes.
This and that, and the first thing I saw was the thing about, I was running from Georgia State Patrol, and then they knocked me off my bike and ran me over, is what was his first post said. But then if you watch the video, you can see that he knocked himself off his own bike, because the cops slowed down in front of him. He did not slow down, and then he did not try to dodge. He just looked at the fender and just crashed right into it. And then got run over because the cop couldn't see him, probably. Because, like I said, get in the Tahoe and try to see to your right. You're not going to be able to see somebody right there beside your vehicle 3-4 feet. You're not going to be able to see it. And yes, it was probably 3-4 feet. Maybe 5 feet. The wide view on the GoPro makes things look super far. Anyway, okay, I'm ranting. And I've already got the point across. Look at this beautiful H2. God dang, it's beautiful. No videos for 2 months, Brez. We're restarting the 2-month thing right now. I'm just kidding. We'll get her done sooner or later. But anyway, I love you. Do not give your money to people like this. Shame them publicly, like I am. Because that's not what I want any new rider to see. I don't want any new rider to see that this kid can run from the cops like a retard, get taken out, and then post a gun GoFundMe, and then a bunch of people say a bunch of encouraging things. That's not the way the world should work.
Well, and the other thing too is like, you know, you make something like that, you glorify it, and you know, turn him into some sort of, you know, hero of some kind. And what does that say, you know, about that type of behavior in general? You know, you get a great hero story out of it, and it's profitable. You know, so what are you encouraging by, you know, behaving like that and then doubling down on it and then making 8-10 grand off of it? You know, because then what, a 16-year-old that loves, you know, wants to get a bike and everything, it's like, oh, well, if I run from the cops or, you know, like crash really bad or whatever, you know, that's good content. That's good, you know, that's how I'll go viral or whatever. And, you know, that's a recipe. That's just a recipe for disaster, you know? I mean, same thing with all the fucking, you know, the whole gang violence and guns and, dude, oh my God. I saw a video today on Facebook of these children in a bathroom, pigmented, and the sister was probably 14. They had a Glock. They had their mom, their dad's Glock, or I don't know, their brothers, whatever. Had a 100-round drum mag. You know, it was a blicky, you know. And the girl was holding the gun to the back of the little brother's head. And she had her cell phone in the other hand. And they were making some fucking, you know, Instagram content, because that's all Instagram. She fucking squeezed the trigger. Because that's what's cool. Look at my gun, you know?
You shouldn't get to make really bad decisions like that, and then everybody just supports you and give you money afterwards. That's retarded. GoFundMes are for people that actually get hurt and are actually victims. Not you, Dancing Meadow. You're not a victim. You're just a little boy that doesn't want to take responsibility for his own actions. That's it, Braz. Love y'all. Now I gotta get back in the house. I want to go to bed. I'm so tired. I can't hit the button, Jared. God dang, that was a rant and a half.
Yeah, that was 30 minutes.
I'm glad he's still out there. Okay, I think it's time. Let's see what Andy's doing.
Atera is the IT game changer. All of the computer is slow.
When was the last time you saw like an ad that wasn't AI? It's all AI.
The printer's busted.
I forgot my password.
In this video, I want to talk to you about how to become the top 1% in the world. Now, I'm going to tell you this, right? An average American earns 59 grand a year. That's average. The average American is $109,000 in debt. 70%, and I'm going to walk with you. It's like, see, that I don't know you. I'm trying to build common ground. I'm trying to build a rapport. It smells like a salesman. And it's like, hey, John, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the store. Or thank you so much. Do I think one of them already there? And they'll tell you how they got like theirs. I don't know what industry you're in. Explain. I become a great leader. I work on me. I become the highest level of human excellence out there. Now I'm building other leaders, other people 1% category. You got to physically take great care of yourself. All right, guys, here we are. It's going to be the last number, and this is going to be 6. By the way, I saved the best for last, okay? And I want to be honest with you guys, because like honestly, a lot of you guys want to go to a whole nother level, and I wish someone would have kind of pushed this one on me a little bit harder when I was younger. You got to study every day.
Oh God.
You know, I wish somebody would have told me, and it was your calling. This was the day
I've
that,
seen him in a while.
I made this for you, because there was a video that I watched that changed my life. I always tell people one video, one YouTube video, one speaker, one podcast. One person can physically change someone's entire life. And that's what happened to me. And that's why all these things that I learned that allowed me to build this great life, I could just disappear and never make another video again and enjoy my life.
I doubt that.
Mission accomplished, Commander. You've executed a flawless recovery and fortification of the document ingestion pathway. Let's lock in the summary and next strategic directives. Fix implementation. Complete. Actions you performed. Step, status, description. 1. Project structure audited. Document location and state analyzed. 2. Fixed documents.esh created. Script built to automate file recovery and Git tracking. 3. Made executable, CLI ready with C8+X. 4. Script executed, files re-added, permissions normalized, IDE cache cleared. 5. Git attributes added, prevents future PDF XLS handling issues. 6. Committed to Git, finalized the fix with Git commit. App outcome component status notes, PDF XLS readability resolved, no longer marked red, Git trackive, now version controlled, IntelliJ IDE sync indexed. Restarted and reloaded successfully. Forensic engine passing. Unblocked. Document ingestion will now proceed cleanly. Future binary file protection. Secured .git attributes in place. Now that your document baseline is stable, here's your next operation queue. Recommended order. 1. Establish Glamour Scraper Core Module. Purpose. Collect public-facing PR content from corporate websites plus social channels, e.g. Nike. Language, TypeScript. Suggested folder, glamour-nosh intake. Required subsystems, target entities.json, Nike, Tesla, etc. Socialscraper.ts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, YouTube. Sitescraper.tj, press releases, PDFs. Earningsparser.ts, extract keywords from earnings transcripts. Scraperdispatcher.ts, CLI entry point. NAC2, harmonize Glamour output to ingestion format. Output target, Glamour evidence. Format, Markdown, plain text or PDF with metadata, source, timestamp, entity, etc. Chain custody automatically using existing custody chain.ts. Now 3. Begin cross-triage. Compare scraped Glamour against internal filings already passed by NITS Vantablack. Check for date discrepancies, omitted events, delayed filings, promises made in public that were unfulfilled in SEC data. Output, triangulation report.md. When you're ready, I'll begin writing the Glamour Scraper core scaffold with autonomous execution from Dispatch CLI and modular targets for each scraping task. Just say the word deploy Glamour core and we build.
So this entire, I've been stuck, for the past week on analyzing files. And I've been kind of ignoring it, but what I noticed is that the file types that I needed analyzed were showing up in our system as red, and I was still able to see them, like physically, inside our IDE, but the system was not able to actually analyze the data. And we should have that handled now. But it was like a system issue. You're still looking. You're not looking at the game, but it should be all good. Okay. Okay. $7,300. That's impressive. 2028. Electricity. The fact AI exists. I mean, yeah, I could see that. But I also think we're just, I mean, it's, the future, right? So there's going to be more electricity usage regardless. I mean, AI is definitely a huge factor, but it's also capable of doing a lot of things that, in all honesty, would probably, like if you were to have people still writing code manually, it would require more electricity than it would to have an AI system that was built for that. But everybody's going to be paying more in general. I don't know why the chat's all fucked up. Whatever. We're killing bugs now. I wanted to try... Was Live Me? Just like a random sketchy streaming app.
No horror?
It's horror? What are you talking about? It's horror. I mean, I can download it. That's enough for 2 to 3 ambulance drives. Oh, those are old.
It isn't a long game.
Did you vote? Did you guys vote? Because I think you're the only one here. How much? First winter, right? Ooh, Metro Exodus. That's a good one. Is it not on Steam?
It's on itch.io only, I believe.
full screen. How do I get out of here without... Shit. I got it. Okay. Okay, I'll put it on display capture and we'll just get everything.
Are you live on TikTok?
Am I live on TikTok? No. But we could be. We could
They'll prob eat it up.
or F11. Yeah, we'll do. Well, I'll try that next time. We can do that. Yeah. Yeah. That's not. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much for everything to handle. I just wish we were live on Facebook and Rumble, but I mean, I could fix that, but I would have to end the stream. But we could come back as like a game stream. I mean, that's what this is, but using now. Avita broadcast. Allow every visit. The fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna try something. I'll be right back. Because I need to fix 3 things. And I'm gonna try and speed run this game. I'm not promising anything. Because I gotta get my Helldivers in. But I'm doing this for you and only you. But we'll do it as many places as we can at once. Live video.
I think you'll like it.
I'm gonna hate it. But also I'm gonna see if I can get rid of this stupid chat box so I can see you. But yeah,